space to discuss some common mistakes and guidance for the candidates on attempting comprehension section B, question number 3A and 3B. So let's discuss some very important point from the principal examiner on question number 3A, that is the summary writing. So according to the principal examiner, candidates sometimes lost sight of the question. It means that they ignored the question and included indiscriminate and excess content. Candidates must read the question carefully and only select ideas relevant to the task. So this is what I have been talking about, that reading the question carefully and then selecting the exact information for putting it in your response. Now, the next point is summaries which were over long, lacked concision. Candidates should adhere to the 150 word limit. Counting word is not an efficient use of time. However, candidates ought to be able to estimate the number of words they write. Now, this is quite important, that you should not write a too long summary. You should have an estimation of the number of words. It's not that you keep on counting and keep on writing the numbers with each line. That will definitely not let you write a good summary with good attention. Some summaries were written in the first person and in a conversational style. This is quite wrong. Instead, the register for a summary should be formal, and candidates should avoid phrases such as on the flip side or moving on. More appropriate linking advices would be however or furthermore. This is a very important point, that if your text is in first person, that is, it is written using I or we, your summary should be in third person, like using he, she or they. And then you should not use such informal connectors, and you should be there for some formal connectors. Vocabulary was not always precise or appropriate. Okay, candidates must demonstrate a range of vocabulary, but at the same time, obscure vocabulary should be avoided. You know, this is when we become over ambitious and start putting difficult words without exactly fitting them in the context. So our vocabulary has to be, wide range, and it should be correctly placed. Candidates who relied on copying sections of the text missed opportunities to demonstrate their understanding of the passage and their writing skills. Candidates needed to rephrase and reshape the relevant ideas in the text. So this is what, as I have told you, that you are going to read the whole text, mark the content points, and then revise them twice or thrice, and then you are going to reproduce the content in a new way and in your own way using connectors, so that there is connectivity. Now for the next part, which is a short response question, according to the principal examiner, candidates did not always recognize the perspective they were to take. So you always have to imagine yourself being somebody. So you have to be true to that character, and accordingly you should respond, right? The question needs to be read very carefully. The candidate must then refer back to the relevant section in text B, including where the person identified in the question is mentioned. This is quite important, that you should go back, see that person's mentioning in the text, and read that part carefully to see that what is that person's perspective, the one who you are supposed to be in this part of the response. Candidates sometimes unadvisedly offer their own opinion or generalize what they had read. The responses must be based on details in the text which are to be extended and developed. The viewpoints must be consistent throughout the response. This is quite important, that here you are not allowed to bring your ideas and opinion. You have to actually rely on the material given in the text, and only that should be extended. So extending only 2 ideas will be sufficient in this part. 7 lines were allocated to answer this question. Some candidates' introductions were unnecessarily long and repetitive. Candidates needed to make more efficient use of the designated space by identifying and developing the relevant ideas from the start of their response. So you need to be brief, to the point, okay, and exactly respond to the question. I'm sure that these guidelines were really worthwhile and you will definitely look to them while you are responding to this part of the paper. Good luck, stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.